From the Oak Wall Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hello, this is Jesse Oakley III, and welcome to the Yoke Zone. And today is Sunday morning, and it's time for the Sunday Morning Chat Series. Here, I get to interview a plethora of positive people that are making a big difference in their community. And today, we got ourselves one fantastic show. Now, many of you know that I'm interested in motivational speaking and public speaking, and someone sharing a positive message to all the happy people out there. And in today's time, we definitely need that more than ever. And today, I get a chance to interview one of the dynamic, dazzling people that I do know when it comes to being a motivational speaker. Please let me welcome Tom Wayne Norman. Hey, Tom, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, Jesse?
All right. And it's always good to have you here, my man. And I'll tell you what, without any further delay, let's chat.
All right.
Okay, now, first, what inspired you to become a motivational speaker?
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you for having me, and it's a delight to connect again. And what inspired me to become a motivational speaker? Well, Jeff Moore once said, I realized I had a message. What's your story? If someone was to ask, who are you, what would you say? I used to think my story was nothing special and didn't have any value. I thought that my story was just like anybody else. I never knew it mattered. But when I became a teacher, that all changed. I started working with students and found that my voice and stories do matter.
Yeah.
They have power to make a difference. At times, I was shocked by my ability to empower and inspire young people by sharing stories from tales of my childhood to college days about overcoming obstacles, dealing with peer pressure, finding my voice, and developing my confidence.
All right. Now, the next question I have for you is, who are your major influences in motivational speaking?
Who are my major influences?
Yep.
Well, I was started back at the age of 12. There was a preacher by the name of Marshall Keeble. He was way ahead of his time. Yes, Marshall Keeble. Many people might remember him. But my mother, what she would do, she would keep her boys. She had two boys, and she would keep her boys out of trouble. And my brother, he loved to play with his hands, and she would give him model toys, model cars, and he would put them together to perfection. Well, okay, she was looking at me. So what she would do for me, she would bring me the album of Marshall Keeble, and I would listen to that record over and over and over again. And so that inspired me to speak. The next one was my minister at the time. I was 17 years of age. His name was Brother William Stone. So I started speaking in the church at the age of 17. And he just had a way of making you feeling so good that you want to come back again and again. And modern day, Les Brown.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he convinced me to be persistent going after my dreams. He said, you got to be hungry. So he instilled that message to be hungry.
Oh, yes. And Les Brown, he is one of the reasons why I rejoined Toastmasters. And that without Les Brown, I don't know if I would have gotten the adventure that I did within that wonderful organization. All right. Now, what were some of the challenges that you faced when it comes to being a motivational speaker?
I'm glad you asked that, Jesse. With every opportunity, there is a challenge. And I would say lack of confidence. If you don't have confidence in yourself, you'll risk alienating the audience.
Yes.
Lack of attention to audience. Lack of attention to audience. Make sure you know the audience, or the presentation will be unsuccessful. Lack of organization, lack of preparedness, lack of time management.
I tell you what, and you basically described the SAINT method, SAINT, where it's basically know your stage, know your audience, know your information, know your notes, and know your time. So if you're able to master those things that Tom has mentioned, then you'll be able to speak like a saint.
Love it, love it.
All right. Now, the next question I have for you is, what were some of the best moments you experienced as a motivational speaker?
Well, some of the best moments is I can hear the roar of the crowd cheering me on as they hold on to my every word. I can hear compliments coming from my clients telling me how grateful they are for me, changing their lives for my speaking. I'm thankful for the financial freedom and extraordinary life this career has offered me.
All right, fantastic. Now, let's say that you meet somebody that wants to be like you. They're inspired and they're motivated by the work that you do as a motivational speaker. They come up to you and they want to be just like you. If you can offer any advice to that aspiring person, what would it be?
I would tell them, first of all, get obsessed about helping people. This is the people business. Get obsessed about helping people. Speak from the heart.
Yes.
Live by example of what you say. People, they look at what you're doing, how you're living your life. Live by example.
Yes.
Believe that you have already achieved your goal. In other words, be it before you see it.
Yes.
And lastly, be persistent. Be persistent. Don't let up.
Oh, yes. You're talking a whole lot right there, Tom. Now, is there any way that more people can know more about you? Do you have like a website or any type of place where people can connect with you?
Absolutely. You can reach me on LinkedIn. And you can search me by Tom space Wayne space Norman. Tom space Wayne space Norman. And my name is T. Wayne Norman. I'm an expert motivation change speaker. I empower businesses that support youth groups to awaken the power within. You have the power to achieve your greatest dreams. My contact information, 317-731-3288. That's 317-731-3288. And again, LinkedIn, Tom Wayne Norman.
All right. For the people that missed that, do not fret because the links will be in the description right below. So after we check out this wonderful interview between myself and Tom, just click on the link right there below and it'll take you right there to the hookup for Tom Wayne Norman. All right. Now, the next question I have for you, oh my goodness, time flies when you're having a whole lot of fun. And this portion of the meeting is a shout out portion of the meeting. If you can offer a shout out to anybody out there that making this possible for you, who would you like to give a shout out to?
Well, first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to all my Toastmaster friends, past and present. I'd like to thank my old buddy and Toastmaster friend, Jesse Oakley, for having me here today. You guys make it possible.
All right, fantastic, Tom. Now, the question I have for you, it involves the people that I roll with. And these are my people and my crew known as the happy people. And they're always inspired, driven, and motivated by the people I interview. And they also love that last words of wisdom. If you have an opportunity to say one more final words of wisdom to my people, the happy people, what would it be?
Your voice is your medicine. You can use your voice to kill, or you can use your voice to heal. I want you all to remember now, you have the power to achieve your greatest dreams.
Ooh, what a way to end a wonderful interview. And on behalf of my people, the happy people, I'd like to thank you for taking the time out to do this Sunday morning chat series here on the Oak Zone.
Thank you again for having me.
All right, now this concludes this episode of the Oak Zone. If you want more plethora of positivity and the past interviews I did with positive people, please go to my YouTube page, Jesse Oakley III, and click on the link, the Sunday morning chat series, and you get a chance for me to interview the past people that I've done that are making a positive difference in the community, like my friend Tom right here. And this concludes this episode of the Oak Zone Sunday morning chat series. Until next time, you take care and always, always, always have a great day. Bye.